Okay, hey, how y'all doing? It's Wanda. I was going to take care of my mom's garden yesterday as far as like pruning and everything and fertilizing. Y'all, the day got away from me. And so I did it this evening. I'm just getting home like around, well, I finished up at her house like around 8:40. Um, I fertilized and I pruned and I watered. But before I watered the garden, and while I was pruning, boy, her tomato plants were like thick, like like you know how thick collard greens are. The 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 branches to the tomato vine was just like that. I mean, and I'm wondering if it was because it was just dry and hot outside, but I think that's the reason why, because I really had not watered it since maybe Saturday. I think Saturday. Um, so, and I did have some weeds, but it wasn't bad. But I did. Oh my gosh, some of the tomato. I placed cages around all of her tomato plants. Some of them are like bushes. I mean, some of them have grown out of the tomato cages, leaning over all over on the ground. So I pruned down below. And I even got things that was kind of like midway to the ground. I pruned them off. Of course, I saved. Now, if it had flowers on there and it was on the ground, I pruned it. Um, uh, so I am gonna have to literally stake up about on. Let me see. On three sides of the little bed that I got the tomatoes in, let me see, quite a few of the tomatoes are gonna have to be staked up. And she, last week she was like, I don't grow that many tomatoes, which last year, um, I'm gonna say that bed was overran with tomato plants. Even though I don't know what else was in the bed with the tomatoes, but this time what I did this time was of course what the school had given her for what the school had given her from their grand opening was two cosmo plants and some tomato plants. So they could not tell me what type of tomato plants they were. Plus, I have my own in there that I did from the snail roll method, which is the Cherokee purple. So, I'm assuming what the school had given her, because I see it, are the little grape tomatoes. That's what they gave her. And right now, I don't see the Cherokee purple. So, like I say, I did fertilize and I did prune some. So I pruned as best as I could because it kind of like had really gotten down in the ground, and the vine, not the vine, with the plant itself, kind of like some of the roots was like laying on the ground and had grown into the soil and all like that. So I'm like, man, I didn't want to cut it. Um, but I'm gonna have to go around all four sides of. Let me see. This the front side is good. So on the sides and on the in the middle, come on the other side because there's another bed right behind it. Um, I'm gonna have to literally stake it. I'm gonna have to stick it to the best of my ability. But I am gonna have to do a second pruning on it. The Cosmos plant, I really don't know what it is that the school gave her, because the thing is has just bushed out. I don't see any flowers on there. I did look it up, and I'm thinking the Cosmos plant is like somewhat of an aster. It's supposed to have like a pink flower, maybe a yellow flower, but I that thing has been down in the soil since, was it I'm thinking early May. I did a video on it, and I think I put it in my shorts, maybe not, when the school had their grand opening for their community, for their garden for the school. But yeah, so it was some work. it was definitely some work. I got soaking wet and all like that, and plus of course y'all know the I think I released a little short on the herbs that we planted on Saturday after I got off work. It did start. What was it? It did storm a little bit, and I don't think it rained that much. It was lightning and thunder when I left the house, and it was sprinkling. And when I got home, it was still doing the same thing, but it didn't really do that much raining. So I watered the herbs and everything. So that's done. I'll go back tomorrow, and I'll continue to prune and stake up. We do have chances of rain this coming week. So I'll gauge it. I'll look and see how much it rains. While I'm at work, hey, it may rain at work and it may not rain where she lives at. She doesn't live that far where I work, but I'll just still just go by and check her garden because, like I say, she didn't plant anything. I planted everything for her. I just want her to have something and not feel down. She's already been down 2 months because of falling, and she was what in a boot in a oh my gosh, she's in a brace right now, y'all. So, but anyway, I'll go back maybe tomorrow, Wednesday, depending on, like I said, if it's not raining by the time I get off work, and I'm gonna stake up her tomato plants because they do need staking, and I have a surprise for y'all. I just gotta what I want to say, just gotta figure out how to get it, cause this, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Look, any guys, and look, anyway, like I said, I did fertilize. I fertilized with 511, the fish fertilizer. She had a water can, and I just poured a little bit of the fish. You don't have to pour a lot of fish fertilizer in there. Just it was a gallon can, and you only use so many teaspoons of that fish fertilizer per gallon. And I watered. Let me see, one. I think I watered 4 beds. Yeah, and so I watered all 4 beds and everything. So, but it is. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I want to put in some flowers, maybe like some marigolds around in the garden, and some more basil. Just put the basil in for pest pressure, and plus, I'm not gonna lie, being out there in her garden and just just pruning it and being down um in the tomato plants and things like that. I had my scarf on. I had a hat on. It smelled so good. It did. It smelled so good just to be doing it. I mean, if it's something that you love doing and you got that earthy smell and you got the herbs and stuff going on with the plants itself, that's a beautiful combination and a beautiful smell. I promise y'all. But look, guys, it's movie night tonight, so we're finna go and finish watching a movie. I just decided to jump on here and make a quick little video that I was over there for about maybe an hour pruning the tomato plants and things like that. So um yeah, and I still got some more pruning, and I gotta stake up some 3 sides. Now I know last year, and I do remember um, a few of the tomato plants went. They were in tomato cages, y'all. They still went. They grew sideways, and so um, I just kept it pruned last year for her. I just kept it pruned back, to where it wasn't touching the ground and things like that. But they grew sideways. It was let me see. It was still somehow it wasn't the Roma tomatoes, it was the grape tomatoes. Um and I'm thinking that she bought that kind last year, but this year the school that's just what they gave her. And it's growing sideways. I don't know what's up with it. But we're gonna keep it pruned to where I can manage it up until she can help out. Like I say, she does not do a fall garden. So yeah, we're going to do the sweet potato bed. We're gonna do. Y'all I still haven't ordered the. I got the Beauregard sweet potatoes, but the purple potatoes, and I know it's not gonna come in the time that I need it to come in. Um, yeah. So, and it does take a while for them to sprout. I'm gonna just put like that. Yeah, it does. It takes a while for them to sprout. But anyway, guys, look, I want to go ahead and get off here. Y'all have a lovely evening, and y'all be blessed. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Y'all, thank you.